Hey friends, coming to you today with a really cute idea. I've never seen one of these signs made before, but what I have seen are gnomes everywhere. I went to TJ Maxx and Marshall's last night, and I tell you, they have every kind of gnome you can think of. St. Patrick's Day, ones with ears, ones holding things, just super cute. So I wanted to come home and make something with gnomes. What you're going to need is a piece of scrap wood. I'm going to actually make two for you, one that's St. Patrick's Day themed and one that's spring themed. I can enjoy my St. Patrick's Day one for a couple more weeks, plus the whole month of March. But I thought it'd be fun to show you two different variations. What I'm going to put on these pieces of wood are what's called a junk gnome. A junk gnome is like a junk journal. You just make it with whatever you have. And I have two 99-cent Goodwill pillowcases. That is a great way to build up your fabric stash, especially if you can find some that are like brand new. Now you could go to Walmart and get the 99-cent fat quarters. The only problem with that is that it's only 18 by 22 inches, and for the same price you can get a pillowcase that's a lot more fabric. But use what you got. I'm going to make my hats with a cute fabric, and then for the bodies I'm going to use some cheap felt, like 28 cents a sheet. Now for the beards, use what you have. I just happen to have some cream and some orange yarn that I'm going to make, but if you got some kind of fun fur or any kind of fuzzy type of fabric will work. A gnome always has a cute little nose poking out under its hat, so some little wooden beads or balls, any kind of little round button or something you can find to make the nose. Now what also makes it a junk gnome is you embellish it just using what you have. Since one of mine is St. Patrick's Day, I just went and grabbed some stuff, some yellow rickrack, some gold ribbon, I got some little sparkly leaves here, some little gold beads. I just have several of these little styrofoam shamrocks that will work out perfect. Now for my spring one, pulled some ribbon and stuff that I had. I may go dig some more. I hadn't until I get it done. A little shabby flower, some buttons, a little crochet rosette. We'll see what I use. Now as far as the pattern, it's a pretty basic shape. It's just like a raindrop shape and then kind of a pointy hat. It can be straight, it can be kind of wavy. I think if you just have those two main shapes, it will resemble a gnome, especially once you get the nose on there. I'm going to use these two Dollar Tree wall decor pieces I have. The size of this piece of wood is 11 by 7. Now the good thing about this Dollar Tree is that the sides are very neutral, just kind of gray and white, and I won't have to paint this at all because I have this wood laying on a piece of burlap. I'm going to trace it because I'm basically just going to cover the front of my piece of wood with some burlap. It'll cover up this graphic and I won't even have to paint it. But if you use a piece of scrap wood, I recommend painting. I'll give you a close-up that I traced my burlap, cut out my rectangle, and I just pulled 2 or 3 strings around the edges. And then once I get it actually glued on, then I can maybe pull some more strings. But I don't want to pull too many just yet. I'm going to just brush Elmer's glue on there because I'm afraid that hot glue will make it kind of bumpy. Alright, brushing the Elmer's glue on there is definitely the way to go. Gave my burlap a nice flat surface. Alright, once I pulled some of my strings to kind of give it a shabby edge, some of it was hanging over, so just run your scissors around all 4 edges to clean it up a little bit. Alright, I got my 2-piece pattern cut out, and like I said, it does not have to be exact. I'm just going to brush the felt with Elmer's glue and glue it on my burlap instead of using hot glue. If that doesn't work, I will break out the glue gun. I'm going to glue 2 sides of the hat. I'm going to leave this open here so I can work on putting a beard under the hat. To make the beard, and you are just using regular yarn or twine, I wrapped it around my 4 fingers 30 times. And then I took a short piece of string, slipped it underneath the loop, and I'm going to pull it off my fingers, and you should have a tied up loop like that. So you're going to take this top part, and that's what you're going to glue up under the hat. That'll be a way to get all that beard hair in there at once. This is the look you're going for, is the little nose peeking out. And he's so cute. Now as far as your beard, it's just up to you whether or not you want to cut the loops. So now I'm just going to play around with my buttons and my lace and my rickrack, whatever you can come up with, and then I'll show you my finished gnomes. Okay friends, here are my 2 junk gnome signs. I'm going to move in a little closer so you can see that I just used some of the embellishments that I showed you. You could take a toothpick and print a little sign that said Happy St. Patrick's Day or something like that, but I really don't think it's necessary. Just the shamrock on top and the color scheme says St. Patrick's Day. But I love his little loopy beard. The little signs will stand up on their own. I just think they look better when they're elevated and tilted back a little bit. My little spring one, I just started layering things I had, the rickrack, the buttons, whatever you've got. I love his little shaggy beard. I just glued a couple Dollar Tree flowers to the side to add to the spring theme. But so cute. So I encourage you to dig through your stash. Ribbon, lace, buttons, whatever you can come up with. So I hope you enjoyed this little project, and I'll be back in a few days. Bye-bye.